I'm going to keep this brief. Hi, I am seething right now. And for those of you who have never seen me angry, hi, welcome to the party. I am seething right now. Today should be a joyful day, at least a little bit, in terms of Derek Chauvin's trial being finally decided, and he is finally going to jail for the thing that should have happened a year ago when this man murdered George Floyd in front of cameras, in front of the entire world. He should have been in jail at that moment, but we got this result a year later. And thank God, I hope his soul rests in peace. I really do. But the fact that we had to lose another life today, in the same breath, in the same moment, 16-year-old Micah Bryant, who called the police on these girls that were jumping her. And please correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm getting the story wrong. But the point is, cop comes out of his car, he sees that people are fighting, he immediately pulls out his gun, and he kills the 16-year-old girl that called the police in the first place. And this 16-year-old girl loses her life to a man who cannot handle Black teenagers fighting. So he pulls out a gun. Does that make sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. And it makes me angry. It really does. It makes me sufficiently angry to even have to look at this girl and look at this video and see that she's losing her life to a man who does not even know how to use that gun. That would rather pull out a gun on a 16-year-old girl who got into a fight rather than defuse the situation, which is the first thing that should have happened. Tell me why this man who has received little to no training that all cops have when they're actually onboarded, tell me why this cop pulled out a gun, put the safety off, and shot rounds into this girl. See, it doesn't make sense, does it? But I guarantee you, if it was a woman that was not Black, if it was a white woman, this wouldn't have happened. A gun wouldn't have been pulled out. It might have been a taser. It might have been approaching the woman even with a weapon. If the woman had a weapon and she was deranged, it might have been him with a gun pulled out, but the safety still on. And I am angry at that. I am angry at that because that 16-year-old girl, scared for her life, called the police that should have been protecting her in the first place and got shot on the spot. And people still want to say Blue Lives Matter. People still want to defend these cops that are so trigger happy against people who are of color. And that angers me. And I'm sure it angers a lot of you. So I'm pissed. Today should be a day where we breathe easy, but it never will be. There will never be a day where we actually breathe easy until the system that was built around these men being protected for protecting us and then eventually killing us in the result of that protection. Until that system is reformed, burnt down, something has to change. I don't want to keep saying these people's names. I really don't. And not a disrespect to them and the lives that they've lost. I mean in the future. I don't want to come across another person where I have to make them a hashtag and have them say their names. I don't want to do another rally or march where we have to march for these people that have lost their lives to men who are too trigger happy to make sure that we are in line, where they can't even do it for their own people. I am sick. I'm sick of it. I really am. We might have won today with a trial, but let's keep in mind again, this is the end of my TED Talk, but let's keep in mind again that this was one police officer out of so many that have killed kids, men and women alike, of Black and BIPOC descent. And those are the people that are supposed to protect us. I hope and pray that all of you are well, that you are staying safe. I really hope you don't come across a cop that's having a bad day or is not even trained. I really hope so. And I truly, truly hope that sometime in my lifetime that I actually see reform, that I actually see the system work for us, not against us. I am tired of saying people's names that have lost their lives. They should be with us. They really should. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.